measuring the setup. 0, 0, 0, and 0. So I'm all set to measure along the ways, which I have done. I've established, left one corner, or actually two corners untouched as reference, unworn at the ends here or wear, but they were also bowed, so partly, not all wear, but partly also because of the peening or the effect of the sag or whatever. So having now established that from 0 over in the middle, we go steadily towards 0.08 of a millimeter, roughly here in this area. So 0.08 of a millimeter, if I say that I divide this into 16, then I can divide this into 4, do 1, 2, 3, 4 as one pass, like that, then do the next, four passes, then do the next, and then do the next. This way I have established to take that 4 times, and then I repeat this 4 times. So if I repeat that 4 times, that means that I've done this 16 times, and 16 times that will be this. I will check up my progress from time to time. So I have flatness within 1/100th of a millimeter, and also from out to inner, the same. The first thing, of course, I did on the other side was to get it all flat, but then it was flat along the way, like that, but of course not having, I mean, this is heavy, so I was lazy and didn't measure up this as often as I should have, so I grew a table that had a pronounced tilt towards the outer. So from inside to outside there was a difference of a couple of hundreds of a millimeter, which of course now I have to, even though I got it flat here, I have to correct, so that there's as the professor said, there's a tendency to scrape more at the outside, so therefore you need to go almost with a little bit dedication to the inside. So here is, I've done that and then taken a little bit more to start. And of course now I'm lower at that side than this side, now we're becoming more or less equal, but anyway, I'm taking this into account on this side. So after I establish these two in parallel, I'll go on to the other. Not taken here yet, so a little shy here and also over here. Otherwise seems okay. Little bit on the heavy side on the bluing also a bit. I'm measuring this parallelism after having finished the planes here to be parallel with the top, the underside of the dovetails being parallel with the top of the table. I check the parallelism, and the way I do this is by using dowel pins, or actually two destroyed end mills. I've checked them, they are 10 mil exactly. Put them here at the very end, then I use these to bridge across so I can safely use the micrometer. I measure. And then place the pins at the far end. Measure again.
Så den kritiske radaren får virkelig kjørt seg i en sånn prosess, altså.
Artistbesøk. Vi skal snakke mer om deg. Det er om cirka 10 minutter. Men før vi kommer så
I get a deviation of about 1/100th of a millimeter. So about half a thou. And then in the middle, $15 hundredths. So I'm testing the front dovetail. So I zero the indicator in the middle and we run it up and down. And now I'm not done yet. It's just so to show you need to test this at steps along the way so you don't move too far and get, well, stray away from the objective. Okay, zero the indicator. There we go. Then we move towards the right. It's a bit wobbly because I'm not to hold my camera on the other hand. So see, I'm quite good there. 1/100th of a millimeter. That's 4/10ths away from. That'll be the left hand side. Moving back to the middle again to see if the indicator zeros. Yes, it does. And then to the other side, I think I had a little bit more deviation. You see, it starts here, which I will mark, and then it moves a little bit away here. So at the far end I'm about 3/100th of a millimeter. So one and a half thou or something like that. It could actually be that the damage here, which was, this is a T-slot that has been used for stops, and I think they've run into the stop here and actually cracked the casting. So the damage here might just have deflected, or I'm not sure really. Anyway, a little bit less here, so it's minus. I've tested that it's a little bit shy here, so I have to correct this along the way. Now I've turned around, so this is the rear side of the table. I'm testing the dovetail where we have the gib. Just this is not scraped yet, and you can see there I have blued up. It's just touching in the middle. If you might see the stripes in there. And I've zeroed the indicator. I run it towards the left of the table and on the right of me here. You see it's 10 or 1/10 of a millimeter deviation. And back to 0 again. And on the other side, the same there. Eight. My setup for the dovetail scraping. I'm using a straight edge, which is a little bit shorter than the length of the piece I have here, so I need to go about it in 2 and 3 steps. Anyway, I have now quite good coverage on the dovetail. What is I seeing along the length here? I walk high in the middle, as you can recall.